education student at University of Ahmad Dahlan. In this learning video, we will learn about the digestive system in human. I want to ask all of you first, have you had your breakfast this morning? Have you ever wondered where did the food you eat is further processed? If you haven't thought about it, let's talk about it in this learning video. I'm going to show you how smart our body digests the food, so you get the nutrients you need for your own health. Before we talk about how our body digests the food you eat, you need to know that the food you eat contains different types of nutrients. Nutrients are compounded in food that help maintain physiological processes in the body. Nutrients are divided into two classes, namely macronutrients and micronutrients. Macronutrients are the main food that help our body form energy and are needed in large quantities. Macronutrients consist of three main parts, namely carbohydrate, protein, and fat. Meanwhile, micronutrients consist of vitamins and minerals. Vitamins are a group of substances that are needed for normal cell function, growth, and development. Examples of vitamins are vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin E, and others. Then, minerals, which are building and regulatory substances. Examples of minerals are iron, iodine, sodium, calcium, and others. Our body cannot produce vitamins and minerals, hence we need to obtain them from the food. However, our body can produce vitamin D. Guys, you already know what types of nutrients will be absorbed, and of course our bodies need them. Now we will get into the core of this topic. What is the digestive system? The digestive system is a system that processes food and absorbs food essence in the form of nutrients needed by the body. According to its function, the main organs that make up the human digestive system are the mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anus. Meanwhile, other supporting organs involved in the digestive process are the pancreas, gallbladder, and liver. Okay, for now, let's talk about the function of these digestive organs along with the mechanism of how the food you eat is digested in this system. You already know what organs are in the digestive system. Then how is it the process digesting food? Let's talk about it again. The digestive process begins before food even touches the tongue. When we see delicious food, the glands in the mouth secrete a lot of saliva. In the mouth, food is chewed by the teeth and mixed with saliva. Enzymes present in saliva break down the starch in the food that contain complex carbohydrates into simple carbohydrates. Then, the food slides down a 25 cm circular path called the esophagus, then enters the stomach. Inside the stomach, food is pulverized by the muscular walls of the stomach, which bring down the bolus and break it down into lumps. After that, in the lining of the stomach, hormones will be released by the stomach cells and trigger the release of stomach acid and enzyme-rich sap from the stomach walls to start dissolving food and breaking down the protein content. These hormones also signals the pancreas, gallbladder, and liver to produce the digestive enzymes and prepare to the next stage. After 3 hours in the stomach, the food in the form of chyme moves towards the small intestine, namely duodenum. In this intestine, bile dissolves fat in chyme by pancreatic and intestinal juices. This enzyme-rich sap will break down the fat molecules into fatty acids and glycerol to make them more easily absorbed by the body. These enzymes also perform the breakdown of the last stage of protein into amino acids and carbohydrates into glucose acid. Then, the chyme will enter to the lower part of small intestine, namely jejunum and ileum. In this intestine, there are millions of tiny protrusions called villi, which make the surface of the intestine very broad to maximize the absorption and transfer nutrients to the bloodstream. And later, the blood carries nutrients to provide nutrition to the organs and tissues of the body. However, this process is not over yet, guys. Fiber, water, and excess dead cells that are removed during digestion are carried to the large intestine or colon. Then, the colon will absorb 80 to 90% of the water and electrolytes from the remaining chyme so that the chyme becomes semi-solid. Later, the colon squeezes these byproducts into a pouch called the rectum, where nerves sense the enlargement and instruct the body to remove waste in the form of feces. Then, these byproducts of the digestion system exit through the anus. You know, when you go to the toilet, that's what really happens. Okay guys, that was explanation about how the process of digesting food in our body. Very complex, right? Hopefully with the knowledge of the digestive system can make ourselves to always be careful. You don't want it, right? If your digestive system is disturbed, causing diseases such as diarrhea, appendicitis, GERD, and etc. Therefore, it is very important to always eat healthy, nutritious, and hygienic food. Well, that would be all for our topic today. I hope you guys are triggered to learn more. Thank you very much. See you in the next learning video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.